whatever we do, right, at the end of this is going to be good. Okay, great. So make yourself very comfortable. Sit, get all your props. All your nice props. And Shall you go first of it? Space. Okay, and then once you're settled, knowing that we're going to sit, just take your arms and maybe reach up as you inhale. As you exhale, we'll just kind of pump the breath a few times and bring in a little bit of a deeper breath, and even moving the body. Maybe your head is going to move. And then we'll inhale and stretch up. And as you exhale, bring your hands down, and they can settle in front of your heart, or they can settle on your thighs if you need a few moments there. You just take 2 or 3 breaths. Welcome yourself. Open with the triple O. Inhale fully. Exhale to prepare. Inhale to begin. As we move to our 3 minutes, you can keep your hands as they are. You can lay them in your lap, any place that would feel very spacious and present. You're still in it. Staying there for a few moments and just bringing your awareness back. Releasing your hands to your thighs and your chin. Open your eyes. Okay. So We're going to move into, we're going to start in child's pose. We'll do 5 breaths in each pose. So take whatever you need. We'll do, so just so you know, I'm not going to tell you as we go. But we'll start in child's pose. We'll go to downward dog. We'll move to a standing forward fold, maybe a wide-legged. And then we're going to move up to tree pose. Okay, so you'll do 5 breaths and take your time. Use your props. Move into each place really deliberately, sending yourself there. Melting into your breath. As you're ready, move into downward facing dog. You're just going at your own pace. Walking forward, bringing your hips back into a forward fold. Feel free to heel till your feet as wide as your mat. Bend your knees, sway your hips, anything here that invites you in. Staying present to the fullness of your breath, whatever that means right now. Our next pose will be Tadasana, standing. So maybe we bend the knees and we roll up, and the hands will come to the thighs if need be to help lift you up so that your head is the last thing to come up. Good. And then standing in your mountain pose, 5 breaths. Balancing your weight evenly over your feet, whatever that means. Even picking up the toes just to feel the feet, descending the tail, and taking the thighs back. Inhale, sweep your arms up, reach up, and we'll spend 5 breaths here. You're moving with your breath. You get taller with every inhale, and every exhale we soften. Preparing to move into your tree pose. And we're going to try 5 breaths. Whichever side you go to, take your time. Wobbling, all of that is just there to give feedback. You finish 5 breaths, and if it's wobbling the whole time, then you'll release, maybe take a moment or two in center, 2 second side tree, whenever you get there. Literally practicing. We finish 5 breaths. And we'll return back into mountain pose with the hands at the hearts, standing on your 2 feet. Here, it's whenever you're ready, you'll inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, bend your knees, stick your butt back as you come down into your forward fold. And hands to the floor, heel to the feet wider. You need to move if you need to. gonna just add a little head and neck strengthening. So if you're comfortable here, you can bend your knees and let your head hang. Okay. We'll interlace the fingers, take them behind the head. So the thumbs are just at the base of your hairline. And then press the head into the hands, and hands are going to pull the head in. And at the same time, maybe the thumbs massage the back of the neck if you want to make it longer. Your shoulders are going to come in, and the breath is going to be easy, and the jaw is soft. Then release your hands to the floor. Oh, your head might just feel so light. Good. Okay, take a lunge. So the right foot's going to stay where it is. We'll take the left foot back and wiggle it back. Find your place here. I'm just going to breathe here, 5 breaths, and we'll lift the back thigh up. So lifting the tush here. And that's going to unlock something to go deeper. So it's not really about just moving the knee forward. Unlock a little bit. Lift the tush, lift the left thigh. Make more space. Okay, reach the right arm up. Find your, whatever it is, your softness. Hug the hips in, hug the thighs towards each other. Good. Release. Step back down your dog. And then walk the feet forward. Just take your time. Whatever that means, we're just going to move into lunge second side. So once you're here, the left foot is going to stay forward unless you do the opposite side. And take the right leg back. Okay, again here, I'm just going to accentuate this. I'm dropping. I'm going to lift the tush. Oh, look at that. And then once I get that tush lifted, it kind of unlocks something. I can pull this left hip in and go deeper in the lunge without sacrificing hip flexor. You bring the left arm up. And even if this is super challenging, just know it's going to be over in a moment. Hug the thighs towards each other, hips towards each other. And then release, step back and dog. Okay. Good. Come down to child's pose. Maybe the knees come closer together if that's okay for you today. And the heel, I'm just going to walk these hands far forward, get nice and long in the arms. And the head can be supported and aiming towards the floor. And use 5 breaths. And from here, we're going to come up hands and knees, and we'll take cat-cow. We'll separate your knees apart, comfortable distance, and tuck your toes under if you like. And then just moving. This connection of the tailbone and the crown of your head, moving in the same way. Rolling the shoulders. Next time you come to cow pose with the belly dropping, roll the shoulders up and back, push into the hands, lift your chin, lift your eyes. Now take your bottom jaw, extend it out, and pull that bottom lip over the top lip. So it doesn't have to touch, just find a stretch in your neck. And then do that a few times. So just push the jaw out and up, release it. Oh yeah. Good. Last one. Okay. And then round your back. And into your pose. Press from the shoulders to the heels of your hands. Draw your solar plexus in. Press your tailbone towards the backs of your knees. And then release, come to center. Just walk the feet back and come to lie on the tummy. Maybe there's a plank. You feel like you'd like a little plank. You can see I keep the hips up as high as the shoulders. Bring the chin in, press into your hands. You want to challenge yourself? So you can hold your heart with one hand for a moment. Then we can switch. Okay, and then we'll lower down. So, pop to the tips of the toes. Lower down through the strength of my arms as fast as I can. Once we're here, let's rest. So cup your, palm over palm, rest your forehead. And let the heels turn out, toes turn in. And feel your breath. Feel your heartbeat. It's belly down, Shavasana. And we'll come up for Sphinx pose. So tops of the feet are on the floor and extending your feet. Can you make them longer? Anchor your toenails to the floor. And then move up onto your forearms. And they can be wide apart and be forward if you need more space for your back. Spread your fingers. Okay, let's floss the shoulders a little bit here. Just move them forward and back. Let's go in opposition. So the left one comes forward, right back, and just finding a little bit here. Good. And we'll take the right shoulder back. Turn your head to the right. Stretch through your legs. Anchor from the shoulders to your elbows. Take the belly in a little bit. Lengthen your tailbone as if it's aiming to the floor. Good. And then without dropping your head, just bring it to center and change the shoulder positions. Left shoulder's moving back, right shoulder forward, turn the head. Then you find everything you're missing here. Can I get really long and strong? And then bring your head to center, lower all the way down, palm over palm, rest your forehead. Create some space between your legs and tuck your toes under. And press through your heels so the knees come up and start to rock the heels side to side. Good. And then bring your legs to their center place. Lower the knees to the floor and bend the knees so that the feet are now pointing up to the sky. And start to roll your ankles any direction. Keeping your breath nice and relaxed. Just change the direction of your ankle rolling. We'll move into windshield wiper here. Change the position of your hand so your opposite hand is on top. And we'll start to rock the feet side to side. Let your hips move and anything else that wants to move. Good. Release for the low back, for the hips, for the thighs. And we'll start to egg beat these legs. So rolling around here. We have that blanket there if you need to move back a little bit so you're more cushioned, do that. Good. And then reverse the circle. Good. And we'll rest in Konasana here. So with the knees wide, bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe you even rub them together a few times. You get to do that. Just let the feet rest against each other. Rest yourself. We'll come back into the Sphinx. So if it's too much with the knees bent. Take it out. Find your Sphinx. So elbows forward a little bit if you need that. And we'll separate the feet and we'll come back to this windshield wiper. A little tighter. And I'll bring in a few egg beating like this. In each direction. Okay, and then bring yourself back down. And the next one we're going to do is baby crocodile. So we're going to interlace the fingers behind your head and we'll press the head into the hands and lift our chest. It's going to be great. You can keep your legs bent. You can straighten them again. Just find some integrity in your legs, whatever you're doing. And then let's do opposite interlace of the fingers, pop them behind the head. Maybe you lift your elbows up, move the shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades down your back, push the head in, Lift your chest, lift your elbow. You can use your thumbs to really, if you want to get longer. Then smile. Let's do 2 more breaths here. Good. And then release. Let your legs rest. Feel the release of the breath. Good. Okay, from baby crocodile to baby cobra. So find your comfort here. I'm just wiggling my hips. I'm going to put the hands by the shoulders, and the hands are coming up off the floor. So first bring your elbows in towards your body. Move the shoulders away from the ears and start to lift the back of the head like your hands are there. You're just going to come up to a place, maybe the hands come up off the floor and maybe they don't. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. And if you want to bend your knees and go back, you can do that. It's more for the back. Can you get a little bit higher? And then relax. And just bathe yourself with this breath. Good. Okay. So our next pose is cobra. You can go as high up as you like, as low as you like. We'll place the hands maybe underneath the shoulders, maybe by the ribs. Spread your fingers. Bring the elbows right against the body and move the shoulders away from the ears. Start to come up and you're pushing to the hands. The shoulders are going back. You go wherever you like. Wherever you like. Pull the chin in if you can. Maybe you want to rock a little bit and move the shoulders and all that good stuff. If you're like, I want more, bend your knees. Take in that Baddha Konasana. Oh, yes. Get right into the back. And from here, friends, we're going to press ourselves up and back. And roll over the knees. Move into child's pose. And because we did all this for the back, I'm going to bring the knees together. I have a bolster right here. You can take the bolster, or maybe you have another blanket or anything. Just put a little bit of extra. So we can get up and over, and there's the soft bellies there. I'm going to really, release into the back. So we'll start to come into whatever this is here. So we feel this low back is getting a nice stretch. And we're also compressing the breath. You can let your head hang heavy. That's okay. Maybe 2 or 3 more breaths here. I'm just going to come to sit in Vajrasana, and that's just sitting as I am on the tops of the feet. Make it your own. Sit for a moment. Good. Okay, so I'm going to take your time. Heart setting himself up, and then I'm going to move into something else, but it's good. Okay, next one we're going to do. I still have this blanket here, but I have another one. You can use either one. And we're going to do that sausage roll. So hold it third, smooth it out, and then roll her up. Start this way. Okay. So I have 2 blankets. Great. And then we're going to sit. Yes. Oh, no, this one. It's these things that are, I'm just going to sit here, bring yourself back. If you need more support for the head, just little tail under. Okay, now make your feet so you feel balanced. It's a very imbalanced place to be. Arms can come out to the side. And just take 3 breaths to settle. Drop the shoulders. Drop your jaw. We're going to move into windshield wiper. So you might just do the pendulum a little bit on each side because, there is an imbalance here. And we're really rolling over this little sausage. The vegan sausage. Good. Let's do that a few times. And then we'll come to center. We'll place the feet. We're going to lift and lower the hips. So you decide, they don't have to go up that high. The closer you bring the heels in towards the hips, gives you more capacity to lift higher. You're going to bring the arms down by your sides, palms down. Drop the shoulders towards the floor. Really, you're just hugging that blanket with your shoulder blades. Exhale and soften. And as you inhale, push into the feet. Feel like we're using this more to massage the length of the spine. You're just going to come up and down, and you will feel like as you lift up, you're pushing into the blanket with whichever part of the spine is receiving. Okay, you can keep your arms down by your sides. You can take them out and bring them over your head. And very consciously, pressing into the blanket as you lift yourself, wherever you go. Good. And I'm starting to lift the toes up off the floor, so I'm really using the feet. Release from that, and as you come down, if it feels okay to stretch your legs out, and they might go out wide. And the arms can be wherever you like. Maybe they're also like this cross quarter place, so not out from the shoulders and not over your head, but in the middle. Okay, we're going to rest here for 5 or so breaths. Feel your breath being drawn into the lower part of your body, massaging the length of your spine on the inside. Drop your jaw. Okay, I'm going to stay on this blanket roll. If it's not comfortable, you can always come off. Okay, bend your knees. And we're going to bring the left foot into whatever you feel center is. You can move your hips because we're going to bring the right knee in. And we get a little bit more pressure here. And then put your left foot, be curious. If you can't grab your shin, maybe you just grab the back of the thigh and we'll just pulse a little bit. Yes, there's some balance. I'm watching your heart sleep. Yes, that's it. So you're going to just find the grounding. Push yourself into the blanket. And here's another thing. You can also heel toe your left foot wider. That might give you more stability. And then you might even move the right knee someplace that gives you more stability. Whatever it is, you're having a playful attitude. Okay, one more full breath in and out. Release. Pause for a moment. There should be a sensation of a little bit of release on the right side. If you got there. Okay. Then the second side. So same thing. You just bring the left thigh in wherever you've got to hold it. Change the interlace if you can interlace. Find your balance. Yeah. Push into the blanket. Use your solar plexus. Drop the shoulders. Drop anything. Drop it all. Notice if you're gripping your hip flexors. Drop that. Okay. And release or stay if you've just gotten there and you're like, I'm just nailing it. Just feel. Okay, so we're going to come up and off of this the same way we've been doing for the last few practices. So you may put your hands behind your head, lift your chin to your chest, reach for your knees. Maybe you can keep coming up or the knees come towards the hands. And we just find it. Oh, so good. Okay. We're going to use the blanket roll, but I feel we need to just lie down super quick and feel what we've done. I'm just going to come down. I'm sure you're all making these sounds too, because there is like this heaviness. Okay, bring your knees into your chest. Just rock and roll and move them side to side. Just like give yourself a little massage here. I'm just circling my knees. All right, so we're going to come back up and put the blanket roll underneath the shoulder blades. I'm going to rock and roll because we're here. If that works, if you like that. Or if you don't like that. You maybe learn to let. It's funny, the other day we had both girls were here. I say that because I don't know if I told you, but no, I did you out. So, yeah, okay. So both girls were here and Noah said, I'd like to do a somersault, but I'm scared. And then Rachel said, I'm scared too. And I said, well, I can show you how. And they both said, no, thank you. And then Hart got down and did a beautiful somersault. And it was like, strike one for the 50-year-olds. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna lie over this. If you need more support for your head, you know, maybe a block or another blanket, that's up to you. But we'll do the rollover. So come on to it, hold your head, lift your hips, and so your blanket's just holding those shoulder blades in place. And then you come down. You know, even if we did this last week and everything was great, maybe this time we need more support under your hips. So I'm just moving this blanket up. Okay, I'll take a few moments to settle. Just drop yourself in. I'm going to circle the shoulders. So I'm just touching here the tops of my shoulders, and I'm going to lift them up to the ceiling and then roll them back and down. I'm just going to do that a few times, and you might reverse each time. Just move your shoulders, friends, you know, whatever you're doing. We'll do two more. We'll rest here, knees bent, legs straight, whichever one. I'm going to turn the head to the right. I'm actually going to pick it up, turn it to the right, and then I'm going to move the back of the head back, drop the head down. And if you're good with your head, your neck, and soften your jaw. Okay. Now I'm taking the tops of the shoulders and just touching them here. I'm going to roll them back as if I want to take them to the floor and get a bigger lift in the chest. Soften the jaw. And if you want to add more, I'm going to drop the knees over to the left. And you can go any way. You can have lots of space between your feet. Okay. As you exhale, sigh it out. Soften yourself in. Maybe something's going to drop a little more. Preparing to go to the second side. Take a full inhale. Begin your exhale, and in the middle of it, bring the head back. Lift the knees if you drop them over. Pause here. You need to come off or whatever you need to do. And then move the head over to the left. Same way, with great intention. You're going to turn it, move it back, and then drop in. As soon as we turn the head, something else is going to shift. And if you're good and comfortable, we'll drop the knees to the right, any way you like. It's looking for a bit of a twist and a deeper softening. Notice if your shoulders have kind of ripped up to the sky, your jaw is gripping, your eyes are gripping. Maybe a side out exhale, just to melt you in. Stay as you inhale. Begin the exhale, let it guide you out. Good. Okay, so you're going to lift and lower the hips again. I'm going to take my arms overhead. You could bring them down by your sides, anywhere that's okay. And again, doesn't need to be a huge lift. It might end up being that. I'm just massaging the shoulders. So I have my arms overhead as I lift and lower. I'm pressing into the blanket. That's the name of the game here. It's just, how can I give myself more weight? Okay. Just drop in 1 or 2 breaths. You can straighten your legs if you like. Let everything release. And then we'll come up, and maybe it's the rolling up. And lift the head, lift the arms, do what you got to do, and find it. Oh, the strength of your grace. We come up, right? So good. Okay. You might use this behind your head. We're just going to lie down again just to feel what happened. Just to feel. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is the only prop I have underneath me. It's just this blanket underneath the hips. You're welcome to put that blanket roll under your head at any time. Feel it's lifting. Okay, so I'm going to keep the legs extended. I'm going to bring the left knee in. And I did take my right leg's out to the right a little bit. I'm going to have some space. I'll just rock this knee in and out a few times. Okay. Then we'll keep the left hand on this left knee. The right arm, maybe the right hand rests on your right thigh. And we'll start to open this left knee out. And maybe you move it. As you inhale, you bring it in. As you exhale, you take it out. Maybe your head is going to gently roll with it. Okay, I'm going to do one more. And then we'll bring this leg to center. I'm going to straighten the leg up to the sky. And we're going to wave this leg side to side. So if you need to bend the right leg, you need to drop it out and flat it, whatever you need to do with the right leg, you do. Take your arms out to the side, palms up or palms down. As you exhale, let the leg open to the left. And as you inhale, take it up. And exhale it over to the right. Good. Inhale. And let the right leg be a support. Mine's just starting to turn. This is what's happening. I have it bent, and I'm just going to go with this flow. Whatever you're doing. Flowing and twisting. Good. Oh, just got to do that. Really love crack. Okay, the next time this leg comes over, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to keep it straight. I'm going to take the right hand, rest it somewhere here. Maybe the right leg is going to walk behind you more. Maybe your knees need to bend. Okay, I just lifted this right shoulder blade. I'm going to turn the head to the left. And we're going to breathe. Okay, what tends to happen here, however you have your legs, it could still be happening, is that this left hip kind of wants to shrink in towards the left ribs. So you might use your right hand to just coax this left thigh or left hip to move away, find some space. Or you touch wherever you need to touch. Okay, so we're here for 5 more breaths. Do whatever you need to do. Bathe yourself in each breath. Smile. Okay, so my last full inhale. Bathe the exhale. And then lovingly make your way out. So if that means bending the left leg first, or maybe you go straight up. Okay, I'm just going to take the hands, just massage this leg. I love you, leg. Thank you for everything you do. Good. Okay, I'm going to cross this left ankle over the right knee. Good. Okay, walk your right foot maybe out to the right a little bit, or maybe to the left. You know, as you move it, the hips are going to move. You can feel, oh, where's going to be a good place? And then we'll start to take this side to side. Windshield wiper, pigeon. Find the motion of your breath. Let's do 2 more. And we'll bring it to center. I'm going to go to thread the needle. Okay, we're gonna rest here. So you find your place. Here's where the head a lot of times lifts, and you might be more underneath your head. But the chin lower than the forehead. They find you're happy here. You need to rock, to rest. Play with the drawing in and the pushing out. Whatever you're doing here, bring in that sacred flow of breath. Softening the shoulders. Maybe a noisy exhale. And I'm going to tuck it in. I'm going to stretch this right leg up. I've released the hands. I'm going to take the hands over top so the tailbone's lifting. I'm going to lift the head, pull it in. Give glory, give glory. And release. Let the legs come all the way to rest, whatever that is. I'm going to pigeon toe my feet, bring the knees in, and rest the hands on the belly. So we'll do that on the second side. We're going to bring the right knee in. Again, the left leg straight, bent, out to the side. Anything goes here. Moving into your own sacred pleasure. Would be the pleasure for you. Okay? And once you're established, we'll keep the right hand on this knee or thigh, open the left arm out, and bring this right knee in and out. Move with your breath. And there's two ways to do this. We could be really rocking on the hips. If you're really rocking on your hips, can you bring the hips more into rest and let this movement be from the hip flexor? Okay, bring it to center. We're going to stretch the leg up. Good. We're going to start by exhaling it out to the right. Inhale it up and exhale over. And let the left leg be involved in some way. That feels good. Feels like you're all in this boat together. That's it. And moving the lower body. Breathing in. Okay, we're going to come into the twist. So you let the left leg rest over to the left. No, the right leg, sorry, is resting to the left. And the left leg might walk behind you more. Just find your place. Okay, once I'm here, I'm going to lift the left shoulder. See if I can turn the chest a little more. Let the head drop to the right. Maybe the left hand just resting on this right leg. Take a few moments. And then I know for me, I get that crunching in the side waist. I'm going to use the left hand to just rest this right thigh away, open the hip place, hip space. Breathe into the beauty of all that is. And then we're going to find our big exhale and soften you in. And then from that place of softness and very aware of whatever it is you need to do to bring yourself back. And once you're back, we're going to cross this ankle over the knee. Yeah. Put your left foot where it needs to go. Sometimes it's so fun, just heel toe at each side and go, oh, I can feel the hips are moving. Where would I like to be? And we'll start to wave this side to side, very mindfully. You're in control. If I say stop at any place, you could just stop. Any place there, you could stop because you're so aware and so connected to this. Stop. And go. Okay. Next pose is going to be thread the needle. And feel. Bring your hands wherever they need to go. And if that's rocking side to side today, rocking in and out, softening in the breath, receiving it. Soften your shoulders, your jaw, your tongue. Okay. Now release the hands, stretch the leg up. You can lift the tail and bring it in, and maybe the head and chest lift and pull it in. Okay. Release all the way down. I feel like you didn't massage the back of this leg, so I'm just going to stretch the left leg up and give it a little bit of love. Is this the one you did? Maybe we need to do both because I don't remember. I'm going to do the right one now too. I love you. Thank you. Yes. Okay. And then we'll take a moment, just rest. Okay. So we're going to come back up. I'm going to rock and roll. Take these feet overhead. Make it big. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll come up. All right. So we're getting to that place. I'm going to take a legs up the wall today. And if you don't have it on the wall and you want to move, that's A-okay. You set up however you like. Knowing you have so many options. Even the Shavasana 2 that we've been doing, where you're lying over the bolster. If you're back, you know that one. Whatever it is. And if you're coming to legs up the wall, I'm going to let you know when we have our final few moments. So if you want to come out of it, you can. Okay. Eating pads. You've got one. Socks if you've got them. You know, belting the legs is nice sometimes. You could also use a blanket. I'm going to use a blanket. Okay. If you come in and you're like, oh, it doesn't feel right, just place your feet at the wall, lift your hips, move the bolster up or down. Settling into this. Allowing the weight of the legs to be heavy, hips to be heavy. Shoulder blades resting. Back of your head. And asking yourself, where can I soften? welcome to continue to rest and shape your in. If you'd like to transition to lying down or even to coming to sit, the final 3 or 4 minutes we have in seated meditation. Now it's the time to begin your journey, or stay and begin the journey here. Wherever you are, turning to deepen your breath. Letting this breath be the entryway into resting more deeply, or the awakening breath. If you wish to come up to sitting, just taking time to make that journey. Taking a nice full inhale. As you exhale, joining the palms, bowing your chin, resonance and receptiveness. And we'll seal this practice together with one Om. Inhale. Om. Breathe your breath into your hands. Catch your breath. Pause there. Put there. Whatever it is. Great love. Devotion. And then offer this to yourself. And we'll offer it to each other beyond these borders. So, and then I take all your good energy and bring it in. So much love. So much honoring. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy this day. See you on Sunday. So much love.
Johanna,
Yeah.
can I ask you if that blanket, you don't put a mat inside it? It's just
You
the
can.
blanket that you would, but you don't have to.
No. And it's been so easy to travel with because it's just like a towel. It's under yoga towels. If you go to Lululemon to check it out.
So then it rolls up pretty easily because I'm just doing carry-on.
Oh yeah, that's me too. That's where it rolls up so tight. And then,
That would be great. So could you order one for me? And I will send you my address.
Okay, done. Yes. I'll let you know how much it is. And
in the past, I've thrown the towel on the floor or pulled the blanket off the bed and stuff, but this is more sanitary.
Yeah, it's great. And just throw it in the washing machine. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
One, two, please, Joe.
Yes, for sure.
I'll send you my info as well.
Okay, great. Excellent. Beautiful, guys. Done.
Thank you.
Have a good day. We'll see you later.